here we are at the school, and this is just absolutely beautiful hay here too. I love making hay like this. It's not drying down near as fast as we would like. I think we got an east wind, and I know some other old timers, you know, they know what they're talking about, and they're waiting to mow hay till they get better drying conditions. But we have a big dry window, so letting it sit, we'll lose a little color maybe by that extra day, but I'd rather take advantage of a window when we got one rather than hold out and wait on a window that may not come with as much hay as we have to do. But you can see underneath it's still pretty green, so I'll come back and rake this up tomorrow, or my wife will while I'm at work. But yeah, just gorgeous hay. You know, this is what we're chasing all year long, putting up hay like this, and first cut's always tough to do that, and then with these new seedings, of course, you're not going to get the quality you want. But this is what we're looking forward to every year. Alfalfa field. Well, foxtail is about all we're really breaking, but we're going 6.8, 6.9 mile an hour, running about 420 RPMs on the PTO. Looks pretty decent, actually. It's really dry on top. It's not so dry on the bottom. Maybe I should be raking single and then come back and bring them back together, but we got a big dry window, and I can always flip them if I need to, but I'd rather just combine them and be done. And if it takes an extra day, it takes an extra day. Nice and green though. I don't know. At least we're getting it baled off. Well, we're wrapping up the last row. I think I got one short one stubby on the north end of this field. But it came out to just be a single row. But we've been raking double. Maybe I shouldn't have, I don't know. We'll get it dry one way or another. Honestly, it doesn't look half bad. I know it's foxtail, but yeah, going about 7.1 mile an hour right now. We're cruising along, moving pretty good. It's a little after 4 o'clock. I want to get this done quick because I got a 12-mile drive and a good 15-minute drive, you know, by car to get up to where the big square baler is and finish baling that 12-acre field. We never raked that. I'm going to be baling right out of the windrow. It should be dry by now. It was close. It was real close last night. I think it'll be all right. It'll be 5 o'clock probably by the time I get rolling on that field. And I want to get that baled, picked up, loaded, all the way, big square baler home, so I can start it here on the north field where the grass is at tomorrow. My wife will rake the third cutting tomorrow, and hopefully that'll be dry and we can start small square baling that. We just got to figure out how we're going to get through everything. So yeah, busy, busy, busy. Well, 42 acres all raked up. So this is the grass field here, and then over on the other side of the ditch, that's the what will be alfalfa once we get that foxtail baled off. But you can see what I said. The foxtail is going to make this not worth small square baling. If you can look past that, that's beautiful. I mean, this is such fine leafy stuff, but you got that ragweed in there, you got the foxtail. This stuff would just, oh, it'd be such an easy thing to sell, and it'd bring some good money too. You know, it is what it is. We got to deal with the cards that are dealt to us. Maybe if I got some 2,4-D on this earlier rather than waiting, things would be different. But you can definitely see in this windrow how prevalent that the ragweed, the lamb's quarter, some of those broadleafs are, and they're definitely going to hurt the value of this. So that's why I'm just putting it into a big square bale so we can get it moved off. Well, here we are. My new seating's all raked. We're here to look at this. You can see we got these just plain windrows. It's going to take a little bit longer than had I raked maybe 2 or 3 together. Obviously would have gone a lot faster for baling, but with how stemmy this is, the rake would have beat the leaves off when it was dry enough to rake. If I raked it any earlier where the leaves didn't get beat off, well then we'd be raking a bunch of moisture in the windrow, and there's really no winning when the stuff's just this mature. So this is how we're going to do it. Hopefully it all goes well, and my wife's going out to round bale on a custom job for 8 acres of round baling, making 4x4s for him, and we're going to get this big square baled hopefully without breaking anything, pick up these bales, bring the big square baler home so I can start square baling at least the north field of my new seating, because that I know is going to be dry tomorrow. I don't know about the south one. The third cutting, my wife's going to rake the 22 acres of third cut, split between 2 different fields tomorrow. Hopefully that's dry to small square bale tomorrow night, but I don't know if we'll get that lucky either. Well, that doesn't look half bad. I did just adjust the stuffer. Let's walk away from the tractor. You can hear this, but you can see how it's kind of bowed up. The top of the bale's not filled quite as well as I'd want, because it's just a little soft. Not bad, but it's just dense at the bottom. So I adjusted that to get a little bit denser flake put in. It's running about 10.5% moisture. And I don't think it looks half bad, honestly. You can see it looks like there's quite a bit of leaf in it when there really isn't that much at all, honestly. The grass softens it up. Color's really decent for what it looked like when I mowed it, honestly. I'm happy with it, because look at this windrow behind it. That's the bale coming out of that windrow. That's how nice these big square balers keep the quality. As you can tell, I mean, you can just see this stem is old, it's mature, got some disease to it. It'll make fine feed, just lower protein, not as much energy, but there's some color underneath. The big square baler just pulls that color out of these bales so nice. Keeps the leaves on. Very happy with it. Well, it seems to be going pretty well. You can see we got a little bit chewed off. We're going about 4 to 5 miles an hour, and we're keeping it pretty full. Can't even find my windows. Yeah, the bales look pretty nice, honestly. Yeah, they look pretty decent. We got 42 of them out here. Got the baler unhooked. The wife's gonna come out. I wanna hop in the truck. She's gonna take the car and pick up the kids from my parents on the way home. And I'm gonna go bring a trailer out. She's gonna go home and bring the other truck and trailer out. They'll all fit on 2 loads. I think we'll take the Dodge, the smaller load, 16 bales, and just leave it loaded in the field for the night and take that up to the auction tomorrow or the next day, whenever we get around to dropping someone off out here to take that over. So yeah, and the other would be 26 bales, which will be on the gooseneck. That will take back and store. I think it'll be worth storing some of this to see what it might do this winter, what hay prices will do. But we're gonna take some to auction just because of storage issues. We don't have a lot of room, but yeah, looks halfway decent, really. It should bring some money. Well, that's a wrap. The field's picked up. There's the Dodge. Wife's gonna follow me home. The four ways work on the tractor and everything. The baler has tail lights, but the four ways don't go and work on the baler, so she can follow me back with hazards on anyways. It ain't gonna take that much longer to get home for her, so. But we'll go 30 mile an hour, be back in no time. So that's a wrap. Allison round bale 22 acres, or no, sorry, 8 acres, made 22 round bales. I big square bale 12 acres, made 42 large squares tonight. The 8 acres she baled was custom baling. Round baler still in the field. I'm obviously taking the big square baler home because we're baling at home tomorrow on our field for the first time. At least on the north field, I know it's going to be dry. We might have to flip the south field a second time. I don't know. We'll see. Really excited though to get on that and see how it goes. Glad this field's done. We're getting this tractor home. Now the Dodge and trailer, there's 14 bales on, or 16 bales on that. We're bringing home 26 bales now that we'll put away. 16 bales on the Dodge will haul right to auction, which is northwest of home. We're a little bit northeast of home right now, but at least we're north, so I figured why bring it home, take it back out. Just had a couple of wet bales off the end rows that they'll probably be all right, but I'd rather not throw them in the barn when we're already limited on space. So we'll run that across the scales at the elevator down the road from the auction house, see what they weigh in, just because we'll pay them by the ton on it, and drop them off for auction. At least that'll be done, but I don't know when I'll have time to do that because my wife will be raking the third cut tomorrow. I got a grave to dig at work tomorrow, so I probably won't get off anything too early, but hopefully my wife can start small square baling around like 4 or 5 tomorrow night. My dad can haul wagons. They got 2 fields to bale, 22 acres total, a third cutting. I don't know if it'll be 500 or 600 bales out there, maybe 7. I doubt it, but probably around 500 or 600. And I'll just be able to keep big square baling hopefully all evening. Just kind of what I'm hoping for, but probably more than likely we're just going to end up baling north field, and that'll be all we'll get done tomorrow. Just, I don't know what's going to be dry. So we'll take what we get. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Fair starts on Friday. I want to get as much done by Thursday as we can. Well, fair starts Thursday. Nothing's going on the first day, so we probably won't go then. But yeah, I'd like to get as much done before Friday so we can go to the truck pulls if things allow. Oh, this is beautiful stuff. My wife did a fantastic job of raking this. Just got off work and I want to check this on the way home. It's not going to be ready tonight, I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it'll be later tonight. It's definitely good. It's getting close. But oh my gosh, that color, the leaf, the grass, everything. It does not get a lot better than that. That is beautiful hay. So yeah, probably just wait till tomorrow on it. We'll worry about our new seeding tonight and go from there. I just flipped the hay over for a second time. Raked 3 together on the north side, 4 together out this way. And it's beautiful hay. The color's nice, it's soft, but you got foxtail. That's really gonna ding you. And then right there, I think that's ragweed. So otherwise, it's just beautiful stuff. The windrows look nice. I'm excited to bale it, but I don't think it's gonna go tonight. Maybe we'll get a couple rows baled off, because as you get that way, it's holding on to moisture a lot more ragweed along the ditch. Here, it's mostly just foxtail and grass. And this stuff's close, but I think it's maybe best if we wait another day. I might bale a couple rows off, because I know it's a lot drier on the last couple rows. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Holy cow, is there a lot of hay out here. I mean, look, here's a thick spot, so we're gonna go here because it makes everything look better. I'm a 6 foot tall person, and that's halfway up on my thigh. But for the most part, these are all knee-high windrows, and they're just 2 13 foots raked together. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. If I did singles, I could come in and rake doubles today and easily been baling. But I almost could go tonight. I might come out here and try a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, knee-high windrows. It's foxtail, so it's low quality, but man, is there just so much hay out here. If this was nice hay, I would just be so excited. I'm still excited to bale some. We'll get a lot of hay put up. I mean, if you push that together into a bale, it actually might look decent. Make some nice cow chow. Maybe we need to get some cattle. I don't know. They're a little expensive right now, but or just buy more goats. Just beautiful. Field's pretty smooth. I did get this worked pretty good. Now this ditch kind of comes this way to the south a little bit. So there's some shorter V-rows there. It's actually kind of rough there, but for the most part, all of this is super smooth. I can rake up to like 7 miles an hour. If I go like 8, it starts not cleaning up as well as I want, but in all this area, I can go that fast, and this tractor usually rides really rough. So being able to go like 7-8 miles an hour in this field with a tractor that rides that rough, that says a lot. I'm happy with it, you know. We're starting things out right, you know. It can only get rougher from here as we bale stuff and work on it. Maybe certain springs when things aren't ideal conditions to get out here. So at least we're starting right, but we'll do our best to try to not get on the field when we don't have to, but you never know. Years like this, you kind of get, your hand gets forced at it. You either make junk hay or you get on the field when things aren't quite as favorable, but oh, this is cool. This is really something, you know. Look at that. The end rows even don't look bad. And end rows always are ugly, but just look at how much hay's out here. I think we're gonna get the big square baler out. We still got a couple hours of sunlight left today. Punch a few bales out and see what the moisture is. Well, there's something you grain farmers can't do. We farm our crossovers here. There's actually quite a bit in there. Well, here goes nothing. We'll see. I don't think anything's dry. Well, it'll be close. Well, it was too wet to bale, so I had made almost a full bale. You can see I baled from right here over to where I stopped there on the end row. Hopefully tomorrow will be fit. That third cutting will definitely be dry by tomorrow, so we're gonna be small square baling tomorrow night. This should be good by like 3 o'clock tomorrow, I think. Well, here's what the bottom of the big square baler looks like. You can see the needles up above. I think that's kind of cool. I don't know why that one's lower. It hasn't really caused any issues. If you guys know anything, let me know what you think. Maybe it's got a different spring on it. I don't know. All looks normal to me. But we're under here because there's a string hanging off the back I was just gonna get. I had to rethread the needles. So you tie it off right there, and then next bale it feeds the twine up. And there's just one hanging off the back of the chute that's bothering me. So I was gonna get that cut off here. What's the point anymore? This is getting old. I'm gonna finish this row and just pick it up and I guess quit for the day. I don't know. Wasn't supposed to rain. 2 weeks without rain, so much for that. Can't get anything dry. Well, let's go back and see just how bad this rain hurt us. I don't know how bad this is underneath, but I just figured don't let off the throttle and just push through. See, it's, oh. Oh, we made it. This truck's gonna need a bath after this. I need to get more stone. And look at that. Hope that it's just off of the driveway and not actual rain. We already got a little sprinkle here. I just checked the other couple fields we had down. I'm not necessarily tired, but just tired of this. It's getting ridiculous. I'm gonna have to rake this a 4th time. It just keeps soaking up moisture out of the ground and we can't get the crap to dry. I don't know what we're gonna do anymore. I just wanna get it done so we can go to the county fair and enjoy that, but I don't think we're gonna get that lucky. I'd say it's gonna need a bath. She's getting pretty dirty. We want some brighter news, right or wrong, I don't know. I'm excited for her. I put in my notice at work today. Told him I'll stay on as long as it takes to get a new guy in. So I work for the township, but I just put in my petition to run as trustee of the township that I live in. That's not a full-time job by any means. You do get paid a little bit for it, and most of your work's in the wintertime pushing snow. Who knows what's going to happen there? I'm not banking everything on that. We're going to do all right without it. With my wife driving bus here, once school year starts, hopefully she gets her CDL tomorrow. She takes her test tomorrow. She doesn't have her CDL yet. School starts in 2 weeks. She has a part-time job at the church now. So yeah, I told them I need time to farm, and it's too much to be burning the candle at both ends, and I'll be done by the end of this year, at least by May. The longest I'll be on is May. If I don't get elected as trustee, I told them I can stay on till May if they can't find someone, but I need to be home for the next hay season. It's just plain too much. This is frustrating. It's not super nice hay, but we had our 9-10 acre field, a third cut, which would have been really nice. It got rained on. I don't know. Still might turn out all right, but that's really frustrating. I don't think the 12 acre field got this little rain, and it might only be a 1/2 or a 1/10, but it's not enough to just trash the hay. But it's definitely enough to take it from this prime quality, high level stuff, just knock it down a peg. Still be fine for horses, you know. You'll lose some color unless we get more rain than I thought, and raking it trashes it. Who knows? And this stuff, I just want to get it done and off. But this got raked on Saturday. Today's now Wednesday. Normally stuff like this, you know, I would have been raking it on, would have been, you know, wait a couple days and rake it. So that would have been, you know, like Monday, maybe Tuesday I'd rake it and be baling by Tuesday night. It's now Wednesday. Still can't bale it because it's too wet. Start raking it for a third time and we get rained out. So I don't know. My wife's taking the round baler around to the really crappy first cutting fields. If that didn't get too much rain, or even if it's halfway close, I'm just going to bale that tonight so I can feel accomplished and do something, because we're just storing the bales in the field. But yeah, hop back in the two-wheel drive and drive through some mud and go home.